So after playing Second Assault for a few days now, I thought it was time to do an impressions video on the entire DLC. Now first off, I would like to give a little shout out to Pushy the Bear on Xbox Live, because without him willing to license transfer with me, I would not have been able to play Second Assault. Anyways, I'm obviously going to talk about Operation Clusterfuck, also known as Metro, first. Now one thing I noticed right off the bat was the huge improvement to the colors. If you played Battlefield 3, you would know that Metro used to have this really ugly blue tint that really took away from combat and made it really hard to pick enemies from the map. In Battlefield 4, this tint has been completely removed, giving Metro this post-apocalyptic feel to it. Metro is taking place in 2014 after the nuke went off in Paris, so obviously it will have this sort of look to it. Even outside there are some new changes, such as the ability to set a tiny forest fire with the grass. Now this can aid in your push to arm the MCOMs in Rush, or you control a camping sniper by setting him ablaze. The possibilities are really endless. Also, jet skis have been added in Rush. These make attacking in Rush pretty easy now, although I have not been in a game yet where the attacking team has gotten to the last set of MCOMs. I think because there is such a standstill at the third set of MCOMs, it makes attacking nearly impossible. Well, that and grenade spam, of course. Anyways, I think DICE has really stepped up their game with these maps because the graphics look 1,000 times better on these maps than on the vanilla maps in the game. Now the textures load slower still, but DICE did a fantastic job with the look and feel of these maps. The Levolution for Metro is very minuscule. If you shoot the thousands of wooden beams supporting the roof, pieces will fall down and crush anyone who is standing under them. I really would have liked to see something along the lines of Metro flooding or a train that constantly passed through, blocking off main lines of sight. Now I think this would have helped the attackers advance a little bit easier because by the time the train passes, the enemy doesn't know where you are. Even though the elevators and new side entrances have sort of changed the map, it doesn't offer a huge advantage to the attackers in Rush. So I would have liked to see some more Levolution done to this map, but it is by far my favorite map in the game right now. Now I have to admit, I wasn't expecting to see Operation Firestorm in this DLC. Pretty much anyone hated that map in Battlefield 3, including myself. Now the way I think they chose the maps was by how many servers were rented just to play on them. If you think about it, Operation Firestorm was the most hated, but it was the #1 choice for a flying map. With that said, the manual AA guns in the spawns have been replaced with auto lock-on AA guns that rip you apart. Now this was a really smart move because the amount of vehicle theft in Battlefield 3 was too damn high. One of my friends told me that the new AA guns work only if you are spotted and flying right near the enemy's spawn. So if I were you, I would think twice before trying to steal an enemy jet or a helicopter on Firestorm. Now like Metro, Firestorm has also gotten some vast improvements to the look of the map. Now for one, the map is really dark and gloomy like Metro is. Even though I can't stand Firestorm, it does look the best out of all the Second Assault maps. Now the Levolution for this map is pretty awesome. On the outskirt of the map near the main road, there's a little box that has the ability to detonate the crane near that road. It looks pretty awesome, but it does not offer a significant change to the map dynamics. It just falls and doesn't necessarily block anything. However, it does take away a good sniper spot, but that is pretty much the only thing it does. I would have liked to see the road get blocked off after the crane falls, like with Lankang Dam and how the dam blocks one of the back roads. Either way, this map is by far the best looking in the DLC. Once again, I was not expecting Gulf of Oman to be brought back. This map was really annoying with all the rooftop snipers in the construction site. In Rush, they have added a ton of vehicles for the attacking team, yet only 2 for the defending team. I guess this was DICE's way of sort of fixing how difficult it was to actually win a game of Rush while attacking. Now if you have the right team, you can actually push up past the first set of MCOMs now. Wow, what a big shocker there. However, you will need to coordinate an all-out attack where your entire team pushes up at once. This will work pretty much any time, but you might want to wait until the sandstorm rolls in to actually do this. It will give you a significant amount of cover because you only have 100 meters of visibility or so with the sandstorm in play. This strategy makes attacking much easier. Now as for the cosmetic changes, I have not really noticed any. Once the sandstorm rolls in, it makes the map this really dull and ugly color, but it simulates how an actual sandstorm would look. Once the sandstorm rolls in, it lasts for approximately the entire game, but dies down sometime near the end. Now the Levolution for Gulf of Oman is obviously the sandstorm, but sometimes the crane right next to the construction site will knock down. Now as for the most notorious map in this DLC, Caspian Border. I knew a lot of people enjoyed this map, but I don't really agree on how it was brought back. Don't get me wrong, the Levolution is amazing, on next gen. However, on current gen there's an 8-bit explosion for the tower. The colors of this map really stand out from the rest of the maps. There are a lot of bright colors compared to the very gloomy and dark colors for the other 3 maps. Now I sort of like the post-apocalyptic feel for the other 3 maps, so Caspian Border isn't my favorite. Now the next most noticeable change for this map would have to be the giant wall separating the 2 factions. This wall has a few towers that have the ability to close the shutters, which I find pretty annoying. The gate for the wall looks extremely badass. If you run into it on a dirt bike, you're pretty much screwed and you will explode upon impact. Now the map layout is pretty much the same, an exception to the new radio tower that is destructible. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret passageway under the hill. There's an entrance under the water that you can swim through, so if there's an entire team camping underground, you can surprise them if they don't know about it. Now one huge complaint I have for Second Assault would have to be how short the runways are, or how slow the jets take off in this DLC. The runways are extremely short and you won't even get off the ground before you run out of runway, which causes a lot of rage and killed inactions. The maps I would have liked to see in Second Assault besides Metro are Seine Crossing, Karg Island, and No Shark Canals. I think these 3 maps are the best in Battlefield 3 and out of any Battlefield game I've ever played. They worked really well for Rush, and overall they were just great looking maps. I would have really liked to see these maps brought back. I don't know why DICE brought back Firestorm, Caspian Border, and Gulf of Oman. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, so much could have been done with these maps to offer amazing levolution, along with some insane dynamic weather elements. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Second Assault. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what maps you wanted for Second Assault in the comments down below. Now if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with Battlefield 4 and Titanfall, then make sure to like the video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching everyone, but until next time, this is Zainab and I'll see you in the next one.